Hello again, RoyZesch.REALTOR here with you today, Coldwell Banker Legacy in San Angelo. Today I want to talk to you about why I became a realtor. I've explained a lot of stuff about real estate, and kind of sometimes it's fun to just know why I got into it and the things that interest me about it. And for those of you who don't know, I grew up in Mason in the hill country of Texas, and grew up in the farming and ranching community and worked on a ranch in West Texas when I was in high school and stuff. So I involved in agriculture and rural living. That's everybody I knew lived like that up until I went to college. And my dad had a good friend who was worked for the Federal Land Bank, and so real estate terms, all the terminology and stuff I grew up with. My dad had bought and sold a lot of real estate, both commercial stuff in San Angelo and ranches and stuff here and there. So that's kind of my background. When I went to A&M, I got a business degree, and then moved back to San Angelo, went to work for my dad in the restaurants. And so worked for him in the restaurants for 12 or 13 years, something like that. Then I decided I'd always wanted to be a professional pilot. I was flying, I had my pilot's license, and so I started doing that professionally and did that for 17 or 18 years, I guess. And then was that's one of those things where to really do well at it, I needed to be somewhere besides San Angelo, and I didn't want to be. So I said, what can I do in San Angelo that would fit me, but a way to provide for my family and to help people? So I decided to get into real estate. So the interesting things about it are, one of the things that motivates me is to be able to help people. You know, people, particularly when they're buying real estate, it is a big purchase. I mean, it's statistically one of the largest purchases you'll make in your life. Whether you're the person that buys and sells 10 homes in your life or 50, anyway, no matter what you do, it's a big purchase. It represents a lot of dollars tied up in one place. And then it's emotional because this is a house you're going to live in. Assuming it's a house you're going to live in. Investment property is much less emotional. Still kind of fun, and it's still a big purchase, but it's less emotional. So there's all these emotions. You're trying to make just the perfect decision, and people can get so stirred up and excited about it and about the process, excited in a negative way, nervous and concerned that, well, I don't want to make a mistake. I don't want to buy the house that's going to not be right for me. And so that's part of it that I like, because I am by nature a very calm person. I don't get excited very easily, and obviously I'm not going to have to live in the house you buy, so I'm not emotionally attached to it. So what I like to do, because I just enjoy helping people, it's one of the things that really works me up. I get excited about it. So my job is to help guide the buyers and sellers on both sides through the process, make sure they understand, to teach the process so that you know the choices you have as you go through it, and then to just help you figure out your priorities. A lot of times you have these priorities, particularly if it's a husband and a wife buying or selling, looking, you've each got your own priorities that are, there's a lot of overlap between them, but not all the way. And so to help you be able to speak the priorities, to think them out loud to where everybody's on the same page, and once you can figure out the priorities, then you can figure out what to do in buying a house that's going to fit you perfectly, or not perfectly. I mean, there's no such thing as a perfect house, but fit you well. To find that house that you're happy down the road that you bought that house, whether you live in that house a year, 5 years, 30 years, 50 years, whatever it is, that when you look back on it, you remember that house, that it was a good investment. You didn't pay way too much money for it. It was a good house. There weren't any surprises. It's okay to buy a house that needs a lot of fixing up, as long as you know it needs fixing up going into the process. Or you may buy one that's move-in ready. You don't have to do anything. It's 100% ready to go. But again, those are your priorities. So, and the job is not for me to bring my priorities to you. My job is to help you flesh out your priorities and kind of order them so that you know what's most important to you, and then help you find the house that fits you. So that you look back on it, you remember the process, and think, wow, that was really a good process. We found a house that was a good fit for us. We lived in it, we sold it, and everything went really well because of the process. And for me to help you do that, to help calm you down when things get a little bit crazy, when things aren't going to work right. What about this? It's been on the market too long. We haven't got a response. Any of those kind of things. That's the things that I'm here to do, to keep you from making dumb decisions as much as I can. Again, they're your decisions to make. I can't force them. So to just help guide you through the process, to smooth it out, and that's the stuff I love doing. I love helping people out. I love advise and counsel and all the legal terms that are actually part of what a realtor does. It's just fun to me. And to help somebody out, to see you move into a house, buy a house, move into it, and raise your family there, and have fond memories of it. And I was part of making that happen. That's just a lot of fun to me. So anyway, I'll talk some more about it in the future possibly, but I just wanted to kind of go into that, why I got into it. And real estate's an amazing thing. You're doing something different every day. It's one of the things I loved about restaurants and aviation was you're not doing exactly the same thing every day. And you know, you may be 1 second you're out showing houses, and later you're scheduling repairs on one. You got an inspector coming out. You're getting a termite inspection. Oh, you got a closing to go to over here. You're jumping from one thing to another, and from one client to another all day, every day. And that's fun too. I get bored pretty easily, so keeping me from doing that. So those are two of the main things that I really got into it for, and have enjoyed my time in it, and look forward to doing it for a long time. So RoyZesch.REALTOR, 325-268-0775. Give me a call. I can help you and keep you from getting too excited. Thanks.